Hey YouTube, it's Perry. When I look for build ideas, I search through forum posts, PoE Ninja profiles, Twitch streams, Discord conversations, pretty much anything. This is a build I found on PoE Ninja, and after talking about this build for almost an entire day, I just had to build it. Come on, how can you not love a skill tree that looks like this? Okay, so here it is. This is the build. It's a hybrid life, energy shield, and mind over matter character with a really cool set of offenses and defenses. Offensively, we are dual wield, we're crit, we're impale, we're using Cyclone. Defensively, we have a health pool of about 10,000 life, energy shield, and mana combined. And then the Trickster Ascendancy helps to give us a bit more defense altogether. Going into the build, the most important component is a glorious vanity jewel. We use one with Doriani, which gives us access to the Corrupted Soul Keystone. I don't think that I would play this build if I didn't have that keystone, but as soon as you have that unique jewel, this build is absolutely worth playing. Alright, let's talk about the Ascendancy. Realistically, I think there's only one choice for it. Let's go Trickster. So first things first, we'll take Swift Killer. Swift Killer makes sure that we have permanent, maximum power charges and frenzy charges because we're channeling, because we're using Cyclone. Second thing, we have Weave the Arcane. So this gives us maximum mana, which means that our mana is even more available for use with Mind Over Matter. On top of that, Cyclone is even a movement skill, so it means that we have permanent 20% increased attack and cast speed, which is great. Next up is Escape Artist. We're going to take all 4 points to path over here. The big thing about this is that it gives us a lot of energy shield that we can scale from the evasion on our chest piece, and then it gives us a little bit of chance to dodge spell hits as well. Ghost Dance we're mostly just taking because it's a 2-pointer on the way to Escape Artist. It gives us a little bit of extra defense, some chance to evade, some reduced damage taken. It's great. Even without any other form of stacking up attributes, the combination of these 3 items is crazy good for the build. So Shaper's Touch, Cyclopean Coil, and Ascendancy. We use every single part of the Shaper's Touch. We use the energy shield, we use the accuracy, we use the life and mana, we use the evasion because of our Ascendancy, and then we're a melee fizz build, so it's perfect. The fact that we can use the catalyst to increase not only the amount of flat attributes on something like Ascendancy, but also the amount of increased percent attributes on something like Cyclopean Coil is just perfect for this build. Because of how I have my attributes balanced right now, it's fairly easy to get immunity to Ignite and Shock, and then just use a Flask for freeze immunity. Alright, let's talk gear. Let me show you what I have going on here for my character, and then maybe what some alternatives are in case you're trying to go with a budget route, or if you just want to level up this character. I got lucky with an Essence and made a 427 foil. This is 427 PDPS. I'm also using a Savior. I bought this for about 20x. I love it. I think it's awesome. If I'm going to tell you how much damage I'm dealing, it says 3.3 million damage right here in POB. Because of how Savior works, it makes 2 clones of yourself, and then those are each half damage. If both of them are hitting the same target that you are, that means your POB damage is twice as big as it looks like. So with my configurations right now, this is 6.6 million damage. Let's take off some of the gear and see what it looks like with more budget-friendly things. Bottle Fate's expensive. Let's turn this off. Turn off the Diamond Flask. Turn off all these flasks. Let's look at like totally realistic budget DPS. So we can say we're at 1.6 mil. Double that to 3.2 without the flasks. Turn these off. Let's start using Ichimojis instead, because this is how I leveled up my character when I was first playing it. We're still over a million. We're at 1.3 million damage with totally budget gear, nothing else going on. We have no flasks or anything. We have a nice Shaper's Touch. This has like base critical strikes corrupted onto it. Let's take this, let's replace it with a regular Shaper's Touch for like 1.25. I opted not to go for the Cyclone attack speed helm enchant because it was expensive. I got this one instead. It's a pretty good increase for my damage. I'm fairly happy with it. Stampede, honestly, I was surprised by this thing. The fact that it doesn't slow you down at all when you're cycloning actually means it's a huge increase in your quality of life. So right now, if I start cycloning, you see that I don't get slowed down when I'm using the Stampede. It also means that I can't really make good use of things like Onslaught, which would otherwise make me go faster, or things like a Quicksilver Flask or a Headhunter, which would make me go faster. But it does mean that when I'm cycloning, it feels pretty good. I'm happy to use this thing. It also means I get to put an extra node on the skill tree. So this one gives me ambidexterity. Remember, from the skill tree, I'm allocating both ambidexterity here and swift skewering here. Ascendancy, speaking of budget, holy cow, this thing, you need like 50, 60, 70x worth of an amulet, like an extremely good amulet, in order to replace this. I don't think it's realistically worth using anything except for an Ascendancy, especially considering that you can use catalysts. Beyond that, We have a couple jewels here, and these were like 10 to 20 chaos a piece. I just looked for things that had resistance, multi, attack speed, damage, area damage, all sorts of stuff like that. And then I corrupted a whole bunch of jewels until I got something with corrupted blood on it. For the chest piece, let's pretend that we're using something more conservative. Let's say that we're going to use the Restless Ward. Restless Ward has a lot of evasion and a lot of energy shield on it, which means it's a really good choice for any kind of Trickster that's going to be scaling both of those things because of the Escape Artist node and the Ascendancy. Let's take this. You can see on my chest piece here, I've crafted 10% life as extra maximum energy shield, and also typed in 20% life as extra maximum energy shield. I'm not cheating. I'm making up for the fact that this Avatar of Fire is being converted to Corrupted Soul. Let's move this over to be a Restless Ward instead. I did the same thing where I typed in that last line of text, gain 20% of maximum life as extra maximum energy shield. So currently I have 5.3k ES. Then with this thing, I have 4.2k ES. So if you want to build this character and you want to make the damage even bigger than what I have here, here are some things to think about. My sword right now is a 427 PDPS one-hander. You could use a Paradoxica. That'd be a pretty good option, a nice fizz roll on it. Could also look for a 500 or a 550 or a 600 PDPS one-handed jeweled foil. Something like that would be a huge damage upgrade over what I'm doing right now. My damage is currently about 7 million Shaper DPS with everything up. Felt very comfortable. I could kill everything in the game pretty comfortably, but you could get more damage in the build. I'm using a level 21 precision to take care of my accuracy problems. Because of that, you could get a double precision Watcher's Eye or crit multi and attack damage that would give you a lot more damage than what I currently have. So that's the build. It's been super fun to play. I've enjoyed buying gear for it, crafting gear for it, YOLO slamming some of the new Conquer Exalted Orbs into my gear. If you want to catch me live, I stream almost every day, twitch.tv/ParryThePig. Would love to answer any questions about the build there, or brainstorm whatever it is that you're working on too. So just one more thing real quick. I've never done YouTube before. This is my first time making a video, editing a video. If there's something that you saw here that was good, that you liked, that I should keep doing, let me know and I'll do it. If there's something that I didn't do, a mistake that I made, or something that just didn't turn out too well, let me know about that and I'll fix it for next time. And yeah, thanks for being here.